feels different here. Not heavier, just softer. Like it learned how to move without leaving a trace. Nothing presses against me, nothing has to be noticed. Even the space between words feels intentionally placed. I breathe without thinking, and everything slows with me, as if the room adjusted itself to a calmer frequency. Some atmospheres don't surround you, they settle inside you, changing the way you move without changing who you are. Velvet air around me, holding without weight. Every moment feels supported without being restrained. Velvet air, I stay where nothing needs to happen. Some calm doesn't come from silence, it comes from how it rests. I stop bracing for impact. There's nothing to push through, no sharp turns in the moment, no reason to stay alert. My thoughts loosen their edges, they don't cling like they used to. Even uncertainty feels lighter when it's carried like this. I realize how often I prepare for resistance, and how rare it is to simply be held by the day. This isn't escape or distraction, it's a different way of standing. Not floating above the ground, just not sinking into it. Velvet air surrounding every quiet exchange. Nothing pulling me forward, nothing pulling away. Velvet air, I trust the balance that it brings. Some peace doesn't arrive suddenly, it settles in. If I move, it moves with me. If I stop, it doesn't collapse. There's freedom in this softness, it doesn't disappear when touched. I don't need to define it, I don't need it to last forever. This moment doesn't ask to be more than it is. If tomorrow feels heavier, I'll remember this texture. The way calm can exist without effort or demand. Without resistance, velvet air, I remain where nothing needs to prove itself. This is how ease feels when it finally arrives.
It didn't arrive all at once, there was no clear beginning. Just a slight shift in the air. I barely noticed at first, nothing dramatic, nothing sudden. No moment I could point to, only the sense that something was slowly rearranging itself. Days kept moving forward, but my attention lingered on small, unimportant details that started to feel intentional. I didn't name it when it started, I didn't need to. Some things grow quietly before they ask to be seen. It fades in, step by step, not demanding to be felt. Every change is subtle, but nothing is the same. It fades in, soft and slow, without needing confirmation. Some feel found myself waiting longer, without realizing I was waiting. Time didn't feel wasted, it felt deliberately open. My thoughts adjusted their rhythm without being told to. It used to feel accidental, started forming a pattern. There was no decision made, no line that I crossed, just a growing awareness of something had already changed. If I had tried to force it, it would have disappeared. So I let it arrive naturally at the pace it preferred. It fades off the sun without the light before the dawn. Nothing sharp, nothing rushed, just the presence turning on. It fades quietly before I know to respond. Some feelings settle in place long before they feel strong. Maybe this is how it's supposed to happen, not as a moment, but as a process. Not as a sudden realization, but as a slow adjustment. I don't need to rewind to find when it began. What matters, noticing that it's here now. If it continues to grow, I'll let it. If it stayed exactly like this, that's enough to phase it calmly without asking for attention. Every second adds weight without creating tension. And I allow it, I don't rush to define. Some of the truest changes take the longest time.
There was no clear reason, no moment that stood out, just a gradual shift. And where my attention went, I didn't make a choice. Yeah. Nothing asked me to decide, yet my thoughts kept returning to the same point in the room. It wasn't urgency, it wasn't desire for more, just a steady direction I didn't question. Some things don't call for action, they simply apply pressure. Not enough to resist, just enough to follow. It's a quiet pull, yeah, not strong, not loud, nothing trying to take control, just a sense of moving closer. It's a quiet pull, I don't fight it, I let it guide my focus without asking where it leads. Yeah. I noticed how silence changed when you were nearby, not fuller, not emptier, yeah, just arranged differently. Yeah. Time seemed less demanding, it stopped counting itself, minutes didn't disappear, they softened around us. I didn't need reassurance, I didn't need a sign. The absence of resistance felt like confirmation. I've learned to trust what stays without trying to prove it. Some connections exist without explanation. It's a quiet pull, steady and consistent. Nothing rushing the moment, nothing asking for permission. It's a quiet pull, I acknowledge, not as something to chase, but something to accept. Maybe this is how alignment feels, not excitement, not doubt, just a sense that something fits without needing adjustment. I don't label it as fate, I don't frame it as chance, I let it remain undefined because it doesn't need a name. If it fades, I'll let it go. If it stays, I won't hold tight. The pull itself is enough without direction or demand. It's a quiet pull, still guiding me, not not toward a future, just into the present. Yeah. It's a quiet pull, and I follow, not because I have to, but because it feels natural.
There's a quiet noise in the background, not loud enough to interrupt, like an old signal holding on to something it almost lost. It doesn't demand attention, it doesn't try to be clean, but it stays steady and constant in places I didn't expect. I hear it when the room goes still, when the lights don't fully turn off, a familiar interference that somehow feels comforting. Not every sound needs clarity, not every memory needs to be sharp. Some things feel more honest when they come with a little blur. Warm static in the air, filling up the empty space. Not a voice, not a thought, just a presence that remains. Warm static staying close, even when I'm not aware. Some feelings don't disappear, they just change the way they're heard. It reminds me of late nights when nothing was resolved, but nothing felt unfinished, just waiting to settle in. Not everything had a reason, not everything made sense, but the lack of definition was part of what made it last. I don't try to tune it out, I don't try to fix the sound, I let it hum beneath the surface without needing to be found. I used to chase perfection, trying to silence every flaw. Now I hear the warmth in the noise that I once tried to shut off. Warm static, low and slow, like a signal I still trust. Not asking for attention, not demanding too much. Warm static staying on long after the moment's gone. Some connections never fade, they just soften as they run. Maybe memory isn't clear because it doesn't need to be. What mattered wasn't accuracy, but how it stayed with me. I don't replay it for answers, I don't search it for a sign. I let it exist as texture in the background of my mind. If silence ever feels too clean, if the quiet feels too cold, I remember that warmth in the noise I chose to hold. Warm static in my head, not distracting, not invasive, just a trace of something real that time never fully erases. Warm static, gentle proof that not everything ends. Some things fade into feeling in. The air feels different here, not heavier, just softer, like it learned how to move without leaving a trace. Nothing presses against me, nothing has to be noticed. Even the space between words feels intentionally placed. I breathe without thinking, and everything slows with me, as if the room adjusted itself to a calmer frequency. Some atmospheres don't surround you, they settle inside you.
changing the way you move without changing who you are. Velvet air around me, holding without weight. Every moment feels supported without being restrained. Velvet air, I stay where nothing needs to happen. Some calm doesn't come from silence, it comes from how it rests. I stop bracing for impact. There's nothing to push through, no sharp turns in the moment, no reason to stay alert. My thoughts loosen their edges, they don't cling like they used to. Even uncertainty feels lighter when it's carried like this. I realize how often I prepare for resistance, and how rare it is to simply be held by the day. This isn't escape or distraction, it's a different way of standing. Not floating above the ground, just not sinking into it. Velvet air surrounding every quiet exchange. Nothing pulling me forward, nothing pulling away. Velvet air, I trust the balance that it brings. Some peace doesn't arrive suddenly, it settles in. If I move, it moves with me. If I stop, it doesn't collapse. There's freedom in this softness, it doesn't disappear when touched. I don't need to define it, I don't need it to last forever. This moment doesn't ask to be more than it is. If tomorrow feels heavier, I'll remember this texture. The way calm can exist without effort or demand. Without resistance, velvet air, I remain when nothing needs to prove itself. This is how ease feels when it finally arrives. Eyes bleeding into gold, every color feels untold. Nothing sharp, it's all a haze, like a dream I wanna stay. Your reflection in the glass moves like something from the past. Not a memory, not a sign, just a feeling out of time. City hums in low degrees, every sound bends easily. I don't chase, I don't define, I just let it take its time. I don't need it crystal clear, I like the blur when you're near. Every thought starts drifting slow, like it's something I should know. In soft focus, you and me, nothing sharper, just energy, all the edges fade away. I don't mind it looking this way. If the night starts losing form, I'll stay right where we were born. In soft focus, let it stay. I don't need it any other way. Soft focus, yeah, just like that. Time dissolves into the sound, every step feels off the ground. Not too close, not far apart, just the echo of a star. Your laughter in the air feels like static, feels unfair. How something so undefined fits so well inside my mind. I don't ask where this will go, I don't need the end to know. Some things feel better when they're half seen, not explained. try to pull it tight, it just slips out of the light. So I leave it just like this, soft and barely in my grip. In soft focus, you and me, blended shapes and harmony. Nothing loud, nothing forced, just a calm I can't ignore. If the world turns hard again, I'll come back to where we've been. In soft focus, let it stay. I don't need it any other way. Yeah. If tomorrow sharpens up, if the edges come too fast, I'll remember how it felt when the blur was built to last. Not a face, not a name, just a tone, just a shade, like a song behind the wall. Still the one I always call. Let it blow, let it breathe. It's all focus, you and me, every moment melting free. I don't need the full design, I just want this frame in time. Even when it fades away, I still feel it just the same. In soft focus, let it stay. I don't need it any other way. Yeah. 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 It's all focus, you and me, every moment melting free. I don't need the full design, I just want this frame in time. Even when it fades away, I still feel it just the same. In soft focus, let it stay. I don't need it any other way.
You know, skinny. Remember us being green then. I know it's sick, right?
The room is quiet, but it's not empty. Every sound is leaning in toward you. The clock keeps moving, but it's gentle, like it knows we're not in a rush. Your words don't need to travel far, they land before I hear them. Even silence feels intentional, like it was placed here on purpose. I've been around louder nights, brighter scenes, heavier moments, but something about this softness makes me wanna stay longer. Nothing needs to be explained when it's already understood. Every breath between the lines feels exactly where it should. Low volume, nothing loud, every feeling turned down just enough. I don't need a bigger sound, I don't need it to hit too much. Low volume, stay this way, let the world stay out of reach. Some connections sound the best when they don't ask to be seen. Your presence doesn't interrupt, it settles in like it belongs. No sharp edges, no demand, just a steady undertone. We don't fill the space with noise, we don't decorate the truth. Every moment breathes on its own, that's what makes it feel so real. I've learned that quiet isn't empty, it's just choosing what to keep. And right now this calm between us is the only thing I need. If I try to raise a game, it loses what makes it work. comes out clean. Every pause feels intentional. Oh, low volume, let it play. I don't need a different tone. Some feelings sound the clearest when they're finally left alone. Maybe this won't last forever. Maybe it was never meant to. But I trust the way it feels now without asking it for more. Not everything has to rise. Not everything needs a peak. Some moments stay with you longer when they never beg for heat. If tomorrow turns the noise back on, I remember this frequency. The one that didn't try to move me, but somehow stayed inside of me. Low volume, hold it still, let the quiet do the work. Every second feels complete without asking to be heard. Low volume, no regret, no need to amplify. This is how it stays with me long after the sound goes by. Don't turn this moment on, because it's already enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. After midnight, the city loosens. Yeah. Street lights stop asking questions. Every window tells a different story. None of them are in a hurry. My phone stays face down on the table. No need to check who's calling now. This hour doesn't belong to anyone. It just exists quietly. Thoughts I held back all day start lining up in my head. Not because they're heavy, but because there's finally space. I don't reach for distractions. I let the silence answer me. Some things only make sense when nothing else is competing. After midnight I slow down. Every truth gets softer edges. What I felt but didn't name finally finds its shape. After midnight I don't run from the thoughts I used to avoid. In the quiet of this hour I hear myself more clearly. The noise of the day fades out like it was never that important. Conversations replay slower without the need to defend them. I see where I bend my words. I see where I stay too quiet. Not with judgment, not with regret, just honest recognition. Yeah, there's comfort in admitting I don't have it figured out. This hour doesn't demand answers. It only asks me to listen. I don't rush toward tomorrow. I let it wait outside the door. Right now, staying present feels more valuable than more. After midnight, I breathe deeper. Every worry loses tension. What I couldn't carry earlier feels lighter in this setting. After midnight, I accept what the daylight tried to hide. Some clarity only arrives when the world finally goes quiet. Maybe growth doesn't announce itself. Maybe it happens in moments like this when no one's watching and nothing needs to be shared. I don't need to rewrite the past or rush toward a better version. I just sit with who I am now and let that be enough. If change is coming slowly, then I'm willing to wait, because understanding feels deeper when it isn't forced or late. After midnight, I stay still, let the calm do what it does. Every thought finds its place without being pushed or rushed. After midnight, I trust the quiet more than the noise. In this hour, I remember I don't have to be louder to be heard. moment stretches longer than it should, like it's resisting being over. Yeah. Every movement feels deliberate, as if time is choosing each step. Nothing jumps ahead of itself. Yeah. Nothing tries to steal the next second. Even my thoughts walk carefully, not to disturb what's happening. I notice details I usually miss. The way light rests on the floor, the way your presence changes the room without asking for attention. When everything slows down, I realize how fast I've been living. This pause doesn't feel empty, it feels necessary. In slow motion I stay here, let the second take its time. Every feeling unfolds gently without racing toward a line. In slow motion I understand, some moments are meant to move. They're meant to be noticed before they slip through. Conversations lose their edges when there's no pressure to respond. Words land softer than before, because they're not competing. I stop thinking about outcomes, I stop editing my reactions. There's relief in letting moments arrive exactly as they are. This isn't about holding on, it's about not pushing away. Learning that stillness can be an active choice. I don't rewind, I don't fast forward, I let the present lead for once. I'm not planning, I'm just paying attention. In slow motion I remain, where the meaning hasn't formed, before the feeling turns into memory, before it's labeled or stored. In slow motion I can feel what I usually move past. Some clarity only appears when I stop trying to make it last. Maybe I don't need acceleration to prove that I'm alive. Maybe speed was never the answer, just a habit I survived. I've been chasing forward motion, mistaking movement for growth, but standing still right now feels closer to the truth. If time decides to move again, I'll go with it when it does. But for this moment, staying here is more than enough. In slow motion I release the urge to be ahead. Every second carries weight when it's finally felt. In slow motion I remember life isn't something to outrun. Some of the most important moments happen when nothing is done. The room is quiet, but it's not empty. Yeah. Every sound is leaning towards you. Yeah. The clock keeps moving, but it's gentle. Like it knows we're not in a rush. Yeah. Your words don't need to travel far, they land before I hear them. Even silence feels intentional, like it was placed here on purpose. I've been around louder nights, brighter scenes, heavier moments, but something about this softness makes me wanna stay longer. Nothing needs to be explained when it's already understood. Every breath between the lines feels exactly where it should. No volume, nothing loud, every feeling turned down just enough. I don't need a bigger sound, I don't need it to hit too much. avalanche, just a steady undertone. We don't fill the space with noise, we don't decorate the truth. Every moment breathes on its own, that's what makes it feel so real. I've learned that quiet isn't empty, it's just choosing what to keep. And right now this calm between us is the only thing I need. If I try to raise the game, it loses what makes it work. So I keep it right here, where it doesn't have to hurt. Low volume, steady light, nothing fighting for control. Every word comes out clean, every pause feels intentional. Low volume, let it play, I don't need a different tone. Some feelings sound the clearest when they're finally left alone. Maybe this won't last forever, maybe it was never meant to, but I trust the way it feels now without asking it for more. Not everything has to rise, not everything needs a peak. Some moments stay with you longer when they never beg for heat. If tomorrow turns the noise back on, I'll remember this frequency, the one that didn't try to move me but somehow stayed inside of me. Low volume, hold it still, let the quiet do the work. Every second feels complete without asking to be heard. Low volume, no regret, no need to amplify. This is how it stays with me long after the sound goes by. I don't turn this moment up because it's already enough. After midnight, the city loosens. Streetlights stop asking questions. Every window tells a different story. None of them are in a hurry. My phone stays face down on the table. No need to check who's calling now. This hour doesn't belong to anyone. It just exists quietly. Thoughts I held back all day start lining up in my head. Not because they're heavy, but because there's finally space. I don't reach for distractions, I let the silence answer me. Some things only make sense when nothing else is competing. After midnight I slow down, every truth gets off the edges. What I felt but didn't name finally finds its shape. After midnight I don't run from the thoughts I used to avoid. In the quiet of this hour I hear myself more clearly. Bars, the noise of the day fades out like it was never that important. Conversations replay slower without the need to defend them. I see where I bend my words, I see where I stay too quiet. Not with judgment, not with regret, just honest recognition. There's comfort in admitting I don't have it figured out. This hour doesn't demand answers, it only asks me to listen. I don't rush toward tomorrow, I let it wait outside the door. Right now, staying present feels more valuable than more. After midnight I breathe deeper, every worry loses tension. What I couldn't carry earlier feels lighter in this setting. After midnight I accept what the daylight tried to hide. Some clarity only arrives when the world finally goes quiet. Maybe growth doesn't announce itself. Maybe it happens in moments like this, when no one's watching and
nothing needs to be shared. I don't need to rewrite the past or rush toward a better version. I just sit with who I am now. Let that be enough. If change is coming slowly, then I'm willing to wait, because I understand it feels deeper when it isn't forced or late. After midnight I stay still, let the calm do what it does. Every thought finds its place without being pushed or rushed. After midnight I trust the quiet more than the noise. In this hour I remember I don't have to be louder to be heard.
Yeah. No stutter.
There's a quiet noise in the background, not loud enough to interrupt, like an old signal holding on to something it almost lost. It doesn't demand attention, it doesn't try to be clean, but it stays steady and constant in places I didn't expect. I hear it when the room goes still, when the lights don't fully turn off. A familiar interference that somehow feels comforting. Not every sound needs clarity, not every memory needs to be sharp. Some things feel more honest when they come with a little blur. Warm static in the air, filling up the empty space. Not a voice, not a thought, just a presence that remains. Warm static staying close, even when I'm not aware. Some feelings don't disappear, they just change the way they're heard. It reminds me of late nights when nothing was resolved, but nothing felt unfinished, just waiting to settle in. Not everything had a reason, not everything made sense, but the lack of definition was part of what made it last. I don't try to tune it out, I don't try to fix the sound. I let it hum beneath the surface without needing to be found. I used to chase perfection, trying to silence every flaw. Now I hear the warmth in the noise that I once tried to shut off. Warm static, low and slow, like a signal I still trust. Not asking for attention, not demanding too much. Warm static staying on long after the moment's gone. Some connections never fade, they just soften as they run. Maybe memory isn't clear because it doesn't need to be. What mattered wasn't accuracy, but how it stayed with me. I don't replay it for answers, I don't search it for a sign. I let it exist as texture in the background of my mind. If silence ever feels too clean, if the quiet feels too cold, I remember that warmth in the noise I chose to hold. Warm static in my head, not distracting, not invasive, just a trace of something real that time never fully erases. Warm static, gentle proof that not everything ends. Some things fade into feeling and quietly remain.